I'm picking easy, and you have to this block here to get bots. That way you're not running all over the ship by yourself trying to do everything. Loading up here. And I'd like to start as the sonar man. Reason I like to start as a sonar man is because if he's one of the bots, then he does the listening. I like to do the listening. I like to find the enemy merchant ships myself. All right, and we're off. Every now and then I will pause this just to speed it up a bit. Right now I'm looking at my heading. On the main navigation map, you can see your heading at the top there. 339. I'll just put me a reference mark. What I'm doing now. It's gonna put me a reference mark on my heading 339, so I can come back and look at it if I need to. We will definitely change course, but that's the first thing I usually do is this when I'm starting my gameplay. Next thing I do is just go ahead and have a look out the periscope. Because sometimes when you start a game, the enemy ships are already in sight. Sometimes they're not. So just having a look around now to just see if I can see anything on the horizon. And you can't go too fast. I try to go kind of quick, but you can't go too fast. You can miss them. They can be out there in the haze. They can be difficult to spot at times. We're just giving a quick look around. And if I don't see anything, the next thing will be to do is to dive and listen and locate the enemy. Now we're back down inside the ship. Gonna put the periscope down. You have a look at my bots here. That's my guys. All right. My dive master and my helmsman there. And you see at the top there, you can choose who you want to use by hitting 1, 2, or 3. The one that's grayed out is the sonar man, because today I am the sonar man. But I'm having us dive to periscope depth. That way we'll be able to stop, have a listen, and detect where the enemy convoy is. We can get a heading and bearing for them. I'm watching that depth meter. One is 0 to 25. The other I think is 0 to 200. So I usually look at the one to the left. I'm not going down very deep. Having a look at the map, see where I'm going down. It's right here. When you go down under, it'll be, it goes grayed out just like that. And then underwater navigation is different than the top. But that's another video. Actually, there are some videos on that, how to do some navigate while you're under. Not really doing much navigating here, just doing a dive. Just dive and stop. I had him throw it in reverse there, just to slow it down quicker. And that's our knots indicated there. I will tell him to stop it here momentarily. And we'll go back and have a listen and detect the enemy. All right, go to the hydrophone. All right, here's our hydrophone. Volume's all the way up. I turn the gain up at least around 7, 8. First, And let's have a listen. The outer ring's indicating our ship's heading. The inner ring is the actual heading on the compass. I'm starting to hear some ships now, if you can hear. You can hear the props thrashing in the water. Getting loud right there. There's such a loud, real wide, loud area. Now I'll go back and then turn the gain down and try to narrow down the field. We can get a more precise reading of which direction we need to go. Coming in pretty loud there. We'll probably gonna crank the gain down a little more. Go back. Really getting loud now, see? Not much change right in there, so we'll crank it back up here just a little bit here. That drops off right there. Dropping off there. Think about R165, which is about 145 heading. If you see the compass, it's 0 showing my heading. If you hold shift, I can drop back to 165. I have the angle selected at top so I can see the angle. Yeah, I think I selected 144. Close enough. A little time stamp there. That's the direction I want to head. I have no idea the distance of the convoy, but I know they're in this direction. So we're going to head that way. Real quiet once you jump off there. And let's go tell our guys what to do. Let's surface. Let's get using our compressed air to surface. We'll have to turn the compressor on to keep it filled up. You'll see that in a little bit. And now, let's tell our guys what to do here. We want to turn on a diesel engine. We're selecting grade speed, and we're going to adjust our heading. It's all done. Pressing button 1 or your middle mouse button and just clicking on the guy you want. Now we're turning towards 145. And now look at our map again. We'll have a look outside. Back that way. Just get her turned around. Jump her up to full speed. And let's get on our heading. 145. Go down and walk out on the bow. Also, now if you roll your mouse wheel, you have your binoculars. You're not near a scope. And I messed that up. This is going through a video that I've already done. Just kind of talking through it where I can speed up because the game can take a long time. It's not a quick get in and start shooting things game. You have to have a lot of patience to play this game. The total game this time round was 2 hours 46 minutes, and I don't think you guys want to sit here through 2 hours and 46 minutes of video. So every now and then I just jump forward a little bit. Get back out there on the bow again. Through the Uzo. Yeah, a while ago I went to pause and actually rewound it a little bit. That's our heading 145, straight ahead 0. The ticker at the top showing the heading of the ship. You just look straight, nose down. You would see the tip of the bow of our ship here. I know my heading's actual 145. The ticker on top shows the actual ship's bearing as to the ship. All right, back where I wanted to be. I'm standing on the bow of our ship here, just looking out with my binoculars, just to give you a view of the outside. You can't do an external view really. It's just like you're really there. Maybe later they'll add those in. We are looking at our deck gun and conning tower. Back up we go. Waiting to spot the ships. Looking for them on the horizon. I know I'm headed toward them. Just don't know how far out they are. Here we are looking at our map. You can hit M anywhere you are and get the map. You just can't see the heading except on the one down below the main navigation table. Shows your heading. Now that's where I drew the line, the way I want to go. I am going that way, but when we made our turn, it did it like a U and put me parallel to my heading line I had drawn. I think this is where we spot one. There we go. There's a ship. That's not too far off there. That's who we were hearing on the hydrophone right there. There they go. They're still a long ways out. Can't identify which ships they are. What type? I'll turn here. I'm going to try to turn parallel to them. Trying to get a guesstimation of their course line. Right now I'm assuming 90 degrees to the left. So we'll get our bot and have him turn. That heading. About 55. Sometimes it's hard to look at precise once it starts turning. 56 close. And we'll try to keep an eye on them. You don't want to get too close. You don't want them to see you. I can tell now as I'm turning, there'll be a point where I can tell that I've turned too far. I'll readjust. Still turning. I'm going to turn back toward the right some here. Just getting a guesstimation of their course line. Try to be headed the same direction as them best I can. Just looking. Hard to tell something. It's hard to get that right. Gotta keep your eye on it. And start working on trying to identify which ships they are. You can control the rudders and everything yourself from up here. Turn it yourself. But when you're playing by yourself, it's much easier just to use the bot. You see two ships, two merchant ships. Doing now as I'm looking down and trying to see the distinguishing features of this one. So if we can go and figure out which one it is. I know his aft, the engine's aft. They're so similar. It looks like they're 33. I think it is 33. Right now I'm still in the phase where I'm trying to figure out for sure, trying to see those masts. And then you can add it to your recognized ship so it'll store it for you. Because you're gonna need the information off this chart. Figure up his distance, torpedo depth, and his speed. You'll need that information later. All right, so I'll speed it up again here. Here I've came to a stop. And what I'm trying to do is I got his length, 138 meters is the length of his ship. What you do is you start the crosshair, and I'm at a complete stop right now. Set my timer from the tip of the ship till he crosses the back there, and I'll stop it. You can go halfway and double that. I go the whole distance. Just get that time down. And you'll take this time and divide it into the length of his ship. And multiply that number by 2. That gives you very close the actual knots he's doing. I looked at 138 meters. I divided 42.45 into 138. Multiply that by 2. And it comes around 6.5 knots is his speed. And you can go ahead and put that in the TDC, the torpedo data computer, which I'm using the bot, so I'm just going to type it in up here at the top. Just length, speed. I didn't put his length in now, but I will put it in. And now I'm going to speed back up. I come to the stop just to get his speed so I know how fast they're going. Now I want to get up ahead of them and turn in towards them. I'm going to go back up to full speed here, and I'll catch you in just a bit. Still watching them now. I'm still on that same course. It looks like they're getting further away, so I'm going to readjust here a little bit. And I'm guessing they're going to approximately like this. An adjustment. Continue to make adjustments till I'm pretty close. Still keeping that distance where they can't see me. That's zooming in and out of the periscope. Right now I'm on the attack periscope. Not ready to shoot anybody yet. Trying to get out there and get prepared to take them out. Then I'll jump ahead again when I'm further along. Here I am once again. Still looks like I'm haven't got the course line quite figured out, so I'm going to turn to 85. And continue moving. And we'll go and plot that on my map. I'm seeing them at about approximately my 90 degrees. And I'm doing turn to 85. I'm on 85 course now. Doing some bow angle adjustment from parallel to the. They're at my 90. Now we'll readjust this because this is not the position I'll take my shots from. I'm just adjusting it. I am to their left, so my bow angle will be to the left. I'm 90 degrees to his left. How I've had it set. And I slave it to my attack periscope here. So once you've set it, Then as you turn your periscope, it keeps its set, slaved. It keeps its setting. And it's plotting on the map here my 85. Pull the ship down here. And he's out there about 90 degrees, so he's right in there. Distance may be off. I'm just getting a bearing. At turning 125, I'll be able to cut them off and keep ahead of them enough that they don't see me and get closer to them. That's the plan. Let's see how it works out. Let me speed it back up some more here. I'm still looking at them. I believe I have identified the smaller ship. We'll look at our map in just a second. See where I am. There I am here. I've turned to a heading of 174. I did that 125 degree. Now I'm up here ahead of them, waiting on them. And here they come. Still a good ways out. Good distance from me. Since I'm facing their course line, I'm keyed into it. So they're doing 85. I've turned to 174. So I'm facing, makes like a T. I'm once again timing him to see if the speed has changed since I last checked. But when you turn toward them in a T direction there, I have to reset my angle on bow, which I'm looking straight ahead, 0 in front of my ship. Will be 90 degrees. And I want to set that to 90 degrees left. I know when I set it to 90 degrees, bow left at 0. And when I turn to like this direction, 50 degrees, the angle of the bow is already set. I like to shoot either from parallel to them or in a T line with their course line. Or if I'm straight behind them, then I can sit there, the angle about at 180, because it's always from their point of view. And I want to speed it up again a little more because it does take a while. They're still a long ways away. You can tell. All right, I just fired there and set the timer on the first ship, the small ship there I'm looking at. And I think it's 3 minutes, 46 seconds is the range to target on that one. It'll take about 3 minutes, 46 seconds, something like that. That single torpedo, and I'm just going back and readjusting for the larger ship here. Put his length back in there. Change the torpedo depth. The other ship had a different depth. Had to go a little higher. Minute, 28 seconds so far. Heavy tanker 33. I'm just trying to configure his distance here and just keep my TDC updated. Still a good ways out, 4,800 meters. Otherwise, he's further out than the smaller ship. He was on the other side of the smaller ship. So it's going to take longer to hit him. Watch our time run. About a minute, 46 seconds to hit that first ship. And we'll find out if we got everything clocked in correctly or dialed in right. You can also, it shows you the mast height, which is to the left. But you can also use his stack, his smokestack height. And that's what I was doing there. Just, it was 23 meters, so I was just checking that. Sometimes it's hard to see the very tip of that mast. And you read that it's just, they call them centurions. You see, I have my crosshairs level on the water with the bottom of the ship, and you just count up how many to the left there. I think it's about 3. Fired one here. Fired a torpedo at the big ship. I believe, if I'm right, I think I missed that one on the big ship. End up having to go back and fire again. I don't know what was off. Coming up on time. My first torpedo. Getting close. Let's see if we get him. Yeah, 348. Close. One hit, one down. I got this on easy, so you have to sink 15,000. I think it's 15,000 tons. And he doesn't quite, he's not quite enough. So we're just waiting on this other one. Which it was like another minute out to him. Yep, I got him. He's done. He's going down to the bottom. All right. Let's speed up a little bit here in the video. Get closer to taking that second shot on the big ship. There you go. There's the tonnage there. Yeah, he was only 2155. I still got a lot more to go. I think this big guy will take care of that once I do it. A good example here. I got it basically on 0. You can see my bow angle. Bow left is at 90. I'm about to be exactly 90 degrees from him here. I'm putting on a mix of salvo shots. I'm going to fire 2 torpedoes. That's exactly 90 right there. And you can see it, yeah. Salvos are ready. Just checking the distance one more time. I think I figured around 42. He's in between. Make my adjustment. About 42 right there. Ready to take this shot. Start our timer. I didn't fire center. I should have fired center. This should have been dead on. Let's start the timer again. Now speed up a little bit to looking at 4 minutes 39 seconds. Ship at full speed. I'm still submerged on my electric engine, so just gonna get a little closer in case I miss and I have to pop up and tap him with my deck gun. All right, I think it was 439, something like that. Let's see how close we are. If we get a hit or not. Not always on the second accurate. It's pretty close usually. Let's just give my battery levels and dropped. Your batteries deplete really fast when you're on when you're going fast. Put it on full speed, it really goes down quick. I'm trying to keep my boom, there he goes. There he is. Alright. Now I fired salvos. There was 2 torpedoes fired, and you see that one hit toward the front. I should have aimed center and both probably would have hit him. But I aimed a little element forward of center. So I think the first one of them missed. I think the first one missed. The second one got him right on. The delay of it launching. We're going to surface the ship and see if we have to hop on the deck gun and finish him off, or what we got going on here. Looks like he is going down. Which is good. I think he is. Now you can see how the angle on bow changed when I had turned there. He's lunging on, great speed. And let's hop out there and get on the deck gun. Definitely looks like he's going down. Yep, got nothing to shoot at here. He's going to be under there, which is good. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. And if you do, give me a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching.